In this lecture, you're going to learn about the useful methods to work with files. So here we have a path object that references a file. We can check to see if this file exists. We can rename it to, let's say, init.txt. We can delete it by calling the onLink method. We also have the stat method that returns information about this file. So let me comment out these few lines and look at what this method returns. We get a stat result object with these attributes. For example, st_size returns the size of this file in bytes. We can also get the last access time, the last modified time, and the creation time. Now, all these time values are in seconds after epoch, which is the start of time on a computer. And that is platform dependent. For example, on Unix systems, the epoch time is January 1st, 1970. So to print the human readable time, on the top, from the time module, we need to import the ctime function. Now from this stat object, we can pick st_ctime, that is the creation time, and then pass it to the ctime function. Let's run this program. So this is the creation time of this file. We also have a couple methods for reading data from a file. So pass the read bytes, which returns the content of the file as a bytes object for representing binary data. We also have read text, which returns the content of the file as a string. So we can simply print the result here. And this is the content of my Py file. Now, using this method is easier than the built-in open function that I've mentioned throughout the course. With the open function, we'll have to specify the file name. Let's say init.py. Then we need to specify the mode. Now, this returns a file object, so we're going to make sure to close it. So as a best practice, we should use the with statement, then get the file object like this, and then do something with it. In contrast, when we use read text, all this magic happens inside of this method. So we no longer have to worry about opening a file, closing it, and so on. Similar to read text and read bytes, we have write text. So we can call it to write some textual data to a file or pass that write bytes. Again, both these methods take care of opening and closing a file. So with this pass object, we can do all kinds of operations with a file. However, when it comes to copying a file, this path object is not the ideal way to copy a file. Let me show you. So I'm going to comment out these few lines. Let's say we want to copy this file to a different location. So I'm going to rename this path to source. Then I'm going to create a target path, which would be, let's say, the current directory plus init.py. Now, to copy this file, we'll have to write code like this. First, we need to read the content of the source. So read text. Then we need to write it to the target. So target.write text like this. It's a little bit tedious. There is a better way. We have a module called shutil or shell utilities. And this module provides a number of high-level operations for copying and moving files and directories. So on the top, let's import shutil. Now with this module, we can easily copy source to target. This approach is cleaner and easier than using a pass object.